Hello everyone, my name is John Harris. I'm here today to talk to you on transforming our future through being innovative in IT. BNSF Railway is the second largest railroad in the United States and is privately owned by Berkshire Hathaway. We employ more than 50,000 employees. We have 7,000 plus locomotives, 230,000 plus rail cars traversing over 33,000 miles of track. Providing transportation of goods by rail is our service, and this service is provided by the movement of trains through the western half of the United States and British Columbia. BNSF Railway differentiates itself through high levels of customer service, on-time performance, and safety. The key levers within the industry are on-time performance, velocity, gathering and distribution, safety, and pricing. For future technology, I believe our company should pursue the option of an autonomous vehicle. This thought came to mind after reviewing the hyper-analyst cycle for 2014. An autonomous vehicle is one that drives itself from a predetermined destination, a predetermined point to a destination in autopilot, using various in-vehicle technologies such as lasers, sensors, and radars and cameras. On the right-hand side of the screen, you see a picture of an Audi in motion and no one being in the driver's seat. This Audi A7 has been on the road and doing testing and pilots since 2012. We currently have a technology similar in place, and that's GE's Trip Optimizer. It is not a foolproof autopilot. It was more of a cruise control, as engineers still have to take control of the trains when going over crossings, crossovers, and slow orders. On the right hand side of the screen, you'll see what an engineer may see when using this Trip Optimizer, as it shows its elevation, its speed, and brake pipe pressure. I propose that we use autopilot locomotives. This will re-engineer a key organizational process that has been in place for more than 150 plus years. This will eliminate the need for a crew, dispatchers, and reduce terminal turnover time. This reflects the company's strategy of implementing technology that increases company efficiencies and leads towards creating a competitive advantage value pathway. It will also be transformational in the industry, as labor costs will be drastically cut and transit time will be reduced, as the human element is nearly removed from the operation. The benefits are a reduced labor cost, reduced fuel costs as there are no more human error, reduced transit time as there's no more need to make crew swaps, reduce unsafe activity exposure. The number one injury on the railroad is slip, trips, and falls, and most of those happen ascending and descending. By reducing crews from a need of crews being on trains, we reduce that exposure of climbing up and down locomotive ladders. And last would be increased asset utilization, as transit time is reduced and terminal delay is reduced. We can use our assets quicker, increasing our asset utilization and return on the investment. For an implementation timeline of this project, it will consider a conversion plan of multiple series of conversions. This considers a pilot conversion, a phased conversion, and parallel conversion, as it would be stretched out from 5 to 7 years. It would need a pilot phase to see the effectiveness and value. A phased version, as it would be a substantial investment all at one time, and parallel, as we will still need to continue business as usual while making these upgrades to these locomotives. Some of the barriers for success that we face are the cost of investment, our desired stage of risk, and our stakeholders, keeping our stakeholders in mind, union labor agreements, and the ability to cut jobs and furlough as there is no need for crews, and then training for those who manage the IT and the operation inside of this project. The external barriers include government regulations and ethical issues concerning public safety, as there will be no individual controlling these trains. That's where the objects of public safety comes into light. But on a brighter note, California already has a bill in place, SB 1298, for vehicles, autonomous vehicle safety and performance, and that's what's allowing them to test vehicles on the road. So it's only a matter of time before we also can push through a bill where we can run autopilot trains. And in summary, as we now use Trip Optimizer and wrapping up the implementation of positive train control, I believe that this is a great opportunity to take a forward-thinking approach to the next transformational technology on the rise, being an autonomous vehicle or a locomotive, in order to remain technological leaders within our industry.